Hi, Pumps.
Did you think we were getting you something to eat, Pumpkin? Millie, I'm sorry. Anger yawn. That is a yawn of anger. Oh, look at Pumpkin's accessories.
She's got a feather in her head. I don't know how she got it there, but when she came in,
Pretty. It's one of Amy's feathers.
yeah, so when she came in earlier, it was there.
She's mohawking for you.
Hi.
Quite the mohawk.
Hello.
Millie, I can't tell if you're mad I exist or you want me to cut you.
She's just got lots of yawns.
But they're yawns of anger.
She's saying, "Where is my medicine?"
But oh yeah, I'm gonna recommend. We should talk about why poor Millie's taking medicine. But so Millie's mad at me for being here. This is confusing behavior.
Hey, Kendall Hall and MW West, how's it going?
Seems like she wants me to pet her.
Do you like being pet? Oh, another yawn, another yawn.
Oh, she came to cuddle me, but she's mad I'm here.
Watch that ear, bye.
I love her.
Oh, sorry, Pumpy.
I just there's evidence of Millie loving.
Millie's too tired. Well, I was gonna go get Millie her meds.
Yeah, go get Millie her meds. Oh, sorry, Millie. Sorry, I mean just bonk your nose. Which ear is it again? It's this ear, right?
That ear. If you put your finger in there, you'll remember.
Oh, it doesn't look that bad. So, Charlotte, do you want to tell everyone why Millie's having to take antibiotics? Poor Pumpkin, I'm sorry. He's coming back. I took the camera so that he could scratch you. Pumpkin is so sad. You walked. She's just sitting here in just like sadness. Pumpy, come here. Let me scratch you. Let me scratch. Come, I know Millie's gonna get mad at me. I'm making her mohawk just by putting my hand out like this. Pumpkin is mohawking at the idea of me scratching her. What do you call that? Is it like ASMR or something? Like
Phantom mohawks. Or, vicarious mohawks.
no, but like, like you can watch like those videos where they pretend to scratch your head and it like feels good. Like that's what Pumpkin happens. But
you might want to come up here and get these adorable faces. Watch how gentle Charlotte can be. It's amazing.
she wasn't gentle on Millie's ear.
No.
Charlotte needs to tell everyone why. Oh, I saw a tongue. That's so cute. Charlotte needs to tell everybody why.
Pumpkin, show us that tongue.
Cute tongue. Oh, I love that tongue. Charlotte needs to tell everyone why Millie's having to get antibiotics.
They're so good.
No, they definitely do not become bacon ever. We are a vegan farm animal sanctuary. All of our animals are rescued, and they get to just live out their lives with us. Sometimes I annoy them by coming in bed. Millie, don't take out, it's misplaced anger. So Charlotte, Millie's sister, bit her ear, which is why she has to take antibiotics.
That's the allegation. It may have been,
You're the one that told me it was Charlotte.
Tesla in the night. Millie, you always
There's no one else that would bite Millie's ear except for her sister Charlotte.
It could have been Pumpkin and just blamed it on, Charlotte. I don't want to.
I said what happened, and you said Charlotte bit her ear.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. If being honest. You see it in there?
It's the other ear, right?
No, this ear.
Where? Oh, I don't see it.
Oh yeah, it is this ear.
See, it looks fine. But yeah, it was really, really bothering her.
The hole?
No, I saw on the outside it looks fine. Like it looks like there's just a little mark.
Yeah, the outside's not so bad on the inside.
I've not seen it up close. Charlotte, what? I don't want to victim shame, but what did Millie do that made you think that you had to do that? Oh.
What was it?
Careful, watch the neck. Just pick them up like underneath their neck.
They got some strong.
I know it's hard because like the length of their bodies though, like it's not like a dog where you can go under the arms because there's like a substantial amount of body past the front legs, but
They always seem to like it best when I do it that way.
well, they probably feel more secure because like there is so much front out there,
Simultaneous mohawk.
Oh yeah. So the mohawk means, it can mean that like they're mad or something, but most of the time it just means you found a really good place to scratch that they are really appreciating. I'm scratching Millie's butt. The triple hawk. I'm trying to get them all in at the same time, but how are you? Okay. You gotta scratch. Scratch Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte, sorry.
You're ruining the triple mohawk.
Sorry. Yes, Zach, they are. They live in the house. They go out during the day, hang out with the cows and the sheeps and the chickens and the turkeys and the geese.
Millie is queen of the sheep.
Millie, are you queen of the sheep?
The sheep will headbutt.
I don't know
either
about
of these-
queen. She's more like the dictator. The
She is. The sheep, if either of these two try to take their food, they have no problem just a headbutt, you know? Millie, they just scatter. Like, I don't know what Millie did to them to make them afraid of her, but they do not mess with Millie.
they are definitely, Tom, they are definitely loving like puppies. They will come lay in your lap. You know, they are a little loud there sometimes.
They make grouchy noises.
Are you
That
grouchy?
makes it fun.
You still licking your peanut butter?
Well, it gets stuck in your mouth. This is exhausting. I really need an extra arm.
Mike says, "Are we on heroin? We're strange." So,
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I guess we're strange because we allow pigs to let us share their house with us.
But I love pigs.
Exactly. Zach, we are in Williamsburg, Virginia. Gordak, we are vegan. We've been vegan for a long time.
Look at this booty. Look at this booty.
I've been vegan for over a decade. And Mallory, you've been like 6 years, 5 years, something like that.
Yeah, 6 years.
So, you just gonna stand there, Shar?
I was only vegan for like a year when I met you. Not even.
What'd you say?
I was even vegan for a full year when I met you.
Okay. So.
Oh, she got an eye booger. You're gonna get that. Let me get the eye booger. Let me get it. Oh,
Grumpy Millie. So.
Well, I can't not get the eye booger. I'm gonna get murdered.
Zach says that I'm on a carnivore diet myself, which is bizarre considering how uncarnivorous humans are. But Dinkus says that they don't look happy. We should set them free. So yeah, every day at 2 o'clock.
We try and they just come back every day. We set them free.
They bang on the door.
And they knock on the door, and we actually had to
Thank
change
you,
the
Dawn.
doorknob because she learned how to open the door. So we've set them free. They are free.
Thank you, Lori. Lori says it's not strange.
They prefer to be
There's
inside under the covers.
The
with
happy
us.
tail.
Yeah.
You gonna go lay next to
They've
Mom,
decided
Charlotte?
They prefer to be in bed. In temperature controlled environment. We keep trying to set you free, Charlotte, and you keep coming back. You're gonna come back.
Hey, Jose, would
Don't
you
bite.
not?
No, I didn't do it.
Don't bite Charlotte's butt, Millie.
You should explain about the pig.
There's a pass it on with pigs. Like if one does something to the other, then the other passes it on to the next pig next to them. Whether that pig is a pig or human or rabbit, or there's a rabbit around here somewhere.
My snuggle pig. I
Yeah,
was a little
this
worried
is-
about being the pass it on.
Yes.
My location. Hi, Shaq.
I have many a time been the pass it on. Thank you, Jane.
Do you pass it on though?
I do not pass it on usually.
And then you break the chain. It never gets back to the original perpetrator. Pumpkin
Thank you, Cheryl.
Oh, look at my snuggle pig.
Mama says she can imagine the smell in our house. I don't know what you're imagining, but if any animal in the house brings smell, it is much more likely to be anyone but the pigs. Like I'd say the rabbit, then maybe the dogs, then the pigs.
You calling us the stinky?
I'm just saying she has a litter box.
She does have a litter box.
And that is
That's
the...
true. That is more likely to be. It's much less stinky when you only eat plants, though. Pooch does smell much better.
The dog poop?
I'm just saying in general.
Oh, the rabbit poop. Yeah, the rabbit poop, it's her pee that smells after a while in the litter box. Yeah, here's Odin here. Just chilling on the couch.
He eats plants, too.
He's a plant-based dog. But yes, they do live inside and no, the house doesn't smell. I feel like everyone that comes over, I'm like, do you smell anything? And they're always like, no. And I'm always like worried that maybe I'm just used to it, but I don't really think there is a smell to the pigs. Sorry, Pumpkin. I know you were just dying to be loved on.
She like wants your attention so bad.
Yeah, pigs definitely don't have. In fact, if anything, Charlotte smells like maple syrup. In fact, there's some pigs just have like a maple syrup smell.
Very cute. She's a maple syrup piggy.
Like, I'd say pigs don't smell as good as cows, but they just have like no odor. Whereas cows just like smell so like nice, like their fur and stuff.
I'm not making you roll over. You're choosing to roll over.
Are you being grouchy because your
She's
mom's next to
being
her?
grouchy because it feels good, so she's rolling over, and then she has to roll over, and she's annoyed about that. I just want to say that we documented on camera Millie coming over and snuggling with me.
We did.
And loving me.
We did. She has since forgotten all about it.
No, she hasn't. She loves me. She loves me deep down in her heart. What are you mad about? What are you mad at?
Millie's grumpy, so Charlotte is
Just
instinctively,
set off everybody.
yeah, there's a chain reaction. Just the grumps.
No need to be. Pumpkin's never grumpy.
Yep, over here is Odin, and then in the hallways, our other dog Fiona. She's laying out there.
Jackie still out and about? Where's Tess?
Let me see. Tess is in her area here. Right now she's kind of a mess. She's shedding all her fur. She used to be perfect at going in the litter box, and Tesla can come out anytime she wants. This is her safe area, so she gets food and the pigs don't steal it. And then right here is Jackie. Jackie is our one-eyed toad. Sorry, I'm trying to get through the glass here. Might be able to see better from above. But she was rescued. She only has one eye. So that is why she's here. But she's super sweet.
Very silly.
Yeah.
Has to climb everywhere. You're a good pig.
Definitely come visit. Don said they're in Chesapeake and that they have to come visit.
I might have the next visitor's day scheduled. I need to check.
All right. Mike, the pigs don't steal the dog's food. They're fed in separate rooms at different times. The pigs will steal each other's food. Yeah. Oh yeah, the pigs will steal anyone's food.
Yes. I have never seen anyone wake up from a deep slumber at the faintest, the very first faint
sound
of popcorn.
Oh yeah.
That is coming from the kitchen.
Pumpkin loves
popcorn.
popcorn.
Pumpkin has a nose for popcorn that is like none you have ever seen. It is astounding her level of like popcorn awareness. The others will eventually wake up, but like Pumpkin will just smell it for a second, and she's just like, no matter what room she's in, like she's ready. Pumpkin loves popcorn. And she will take popcorn from whoever she needs to.
Mama A, but just because you don't understand why a pig would want to live inside doesn't mean that they wouldn't want to. I mean, they literally will break into the house to let themselves in and will spend most of the afternoon banging on the door to be let in. Like, they far prefer to be inside where it's air conditioned or heated on the couch or on their bed here than anywhere else.
And they do have a house outside that they could easily go sleep in if they chose. House pigs, let's say. I'm a house human, you know, so I get it. I prefer to sleep in
Well,
the
it's
house.
funny, the people that say stuff like that, I'd like to see them at the, factory farm saying, these pigs don't deserve to be locked up and tortured
Right.
and abused before they're killed.
I feel like, yeah, like this is a much better situation than that.
And
Point you
Jay,
in the right direction of some factory farms, though, if you'd like to go tell them that they shouldn't confine their pigs indoors.
yes, Jay L. Lane wrote, hopefully, or maybe it's Jillian. I'm not sure. I'm trying to. Instagram always throws me off, but it says, right, would they rather be in a dirty barn? No. Yeah, I mean, pigs are very clean. They definitely prefer to be as clean as possible. Like, they, in the wild, have an actual bathroom that they all share so that they don't use the bathroom where they, live.
And they actually love blankets.
And they love blankets.
I don't know how they do it because they never do it when you're looking, but they somehow just burrito themselves completely inside a blanket. It's pretty amazing to watch. Or they like to sleep with their snout covered by a blanket. And look at her pillow right there.
Yeah, she loves her pillow. But Mama A, do you live with any animals in your house? It just seems weird that you can't understand an animal that is many times smarter than a dog wouldn't
Hey,
want.
not that many times. Dogs
They're
are
the
smart.
number 4 smartest
Dogs
animal.
are smart, but yes, pigs are documented.
Like they are up there with chimpanzees.
I know.
Like that's pretty smart.
Yeah, but
But
we know by how we had to change our doors so they could.
out here we've got Jenna and Maisie's stretched out over here. I don't know if you can see. The light's kind of reflecting, but the cows are laying as close to us as they can. Dinkus, the dog, they eat V-Dog. It's like a vegan dog food. And based on nearly all the studies done, dogs end up being healthier as a result of plant-based diets. Yeah, I don't know that there's been a study that said they haven't. Thank you, Yoshi. We love the cows too. Yeah, I would much rather have, pigs in the house than kids a lot of the time, Mike. So, I would say that kids are far more likely to make a mess and have odors associated with them. I have kids, so that's not, to say that I don't agree with kids living in the house, but
I'm going to make sure I tell them to watch this live stream.
yeah.
Pumpy, is there? Come here. Pumpy, come behind. Come behind.
And Lynn says, pigs love to be inside you. You're absolutely right.
Charlotte, be nice to your
Don't
mom.
be grouchy. Just let your mom.
What are you in such a mood tonight?
She just wants everything to herself. Charlotte.
You're gonna still get all these pictures. Let her in.
Don't be a grouch.
You did this. You spoiled her.
Victoria says they have a cow now because of Jenna.
Aww.
That's awesome. Hopefully you rescued them.
That's so exciting. Hey.
Would you guys just chill? Pumpkin, don't give in. Don't give in.
This is just like, this is pigs. Like, it's all bluff. It's all grouch. You guys, made it so that she couldn't. Oh, Pumps. Move that pillow.
Pumpkin, you don't have to lay half out of
I just
you.
want to say that they love Pumpkin. Pumpkin is their mom, and they're
You
just
guys are
really proud right
hilarious.
now. Pumpkin puts up with it, and she shouldn't.
Yeah.
Will you put this under her head?
You have to hold this for me. Sorry, Pumpkin.
Oh my god. I don't even know I can keep petting you if you're going to be this much of a brat, Charlotte. There you go.
There's a pillow for you.
There you go. So she normally sleeps nose to nose with her daughter, Charlotte, right here. So once I move, they will be back to being nose to nose.
You guys smell like peanut butter.
Is it because you ate peanut butter?
Millie,
had to have her medicine.
Are you a grouch?
They're fighting because they do not want to be cramped inside. No, they're fighting because they can't get in there because they want to be cramped. Pumpkin wants to be in the middle.
He's a grumpy pig.
Hey, Maria from Ontario. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Pumpers.
Look at that mohawk. It's a happy mohawk. But that is why pigs fight in factory farms, though. They often will bite off each other's tails, or they have to cut their teeth. Yeah, they remove their front teeth because
cut their tails off.
Right, and cut their tails off because they are so cramped in factory farms that they can't even move, and they're incredibly bored. If you take toddlers and you shove them in a dark shed with a bunch of other toddlers 24 hours a day and never let them go anywhere or move around, they really have nothing else to do except for bite the tails off the pig next to them. So that actually does happen in farming situations. So I'm glad that you are concerned about their well-being, though, Mama A. So you should definitely not eat any meat because those animals are extremely, extremely confined for their entire 6 months of living until they go to the slaughterhouse. Aw, Olga EP says, so cute. Many O's. They are pretty cute. So I feel like I don't want to make you hold up, but you have a better angle to their faces. I feel like I get
it. Just
I just
using
have,
me.
like,
I'm just a camera
they're
person
beautiful-
too.
They're beautiful behinds, but
And while we are on, just reminding everybody that Jenna's book, our beautiful black and white cow out there, an illustrated story about how she was rescued, is out now. You can get it at lifewithpigs.com. You can get our 2024-5 calendar and our Christmas story, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, on Life with Pigs, at Life with Pigs, at one of the two. And we read that every Christmas Eve live, so you can join us. But definitely check those out.
The pigs are enthralled every year.
So
Tell you how interested they are every year in that
yes,
story.
so far the reviews that have come back are that the book is fabulous. So it's
maybe one critique, but you know.
What was your critique? Yeah, keep that critique to yourself.
I will. We'll just see if Sorry, it's been mentioned by one other person. I'm just saying, we'll see if.
It's a bizarre thing to say, RR. You said, not being rude, but you had amazing bacon this morning with eggs. If they're in the market, I'm eating. I don't agree with how they're put down. That's such a bizarre thing.
That actually is pretty rude.
Like, that's just like the stupid thing to say. It's like, hey, I totally don't agree with, how they abuse, like sex trafficked people. But if they're in the market, it's like, it's just not, it makes no logical sense. Either you're morally against it or you're not.
Right.
You can't.
Either you are opposed and you don't participate, or you are helping it happen. Like, you really can't be like an innocent bystander when you're like paying for it to happen, literally paying for it to happen. So.
Yeah, fortunately, thank you, Lulu. We agree. But yeah, Mama A says, do you compare your kids to your pigs in your book? So my kids grew up with animals and seeing them as, family. So fortunately, they will grow up believing in kindness and, compassion. Well, they've grown up to be people who believe in kindness and compassion and don't, essentially judge others for their differences, which is one of the things that what we do to animals instills in people, is the idea that if you're different, then you can do anything you want.
Lifting her, I got a good back of the leg scratch.
Yeah, I'm starting to doubt Mama A's intelligence at this point.
We can talk there in timeout.
Thank you, Francis. Francis said, thank you so much for showing how good, natured, intelligent, and social the pigs are. They are the same as our kids, loving, funny, noisy, busy, and lots of fun. Very true.
Everyone has their moments, especially like when you're a kid or a teenager or you're a little grouchy,
That's for sure.
Mom Pumpkin puts up with it all, but... lift that leg. Lift that leg. There we go. It was so funny, I think I told you the story, but I went to another sanctuary that has the really big farm pigs that I rescued, and I was scratching one of them on the back of their leg, and they rolled over and they lifted up their leg just like our pigs do. I mean, and these are huge pigs, but it was the exact same behavior. It was really, really cute. She just rolled over and lifted her leg up for some belly love. So it doesn't matter the size.
Thank you, Cheryl. We appreciate that.
It's really interesting too. So many animals love belly rubs, but I prefer a back rub. I don't know. I don't think you've ever rubbed my belly, but you rub my back and it feels really good. So I wonder why humans are almost different in that way, where it's back rubs feel really good to us, but not everyone else likes belly. Sorry, was I not paying enough attention? I wonder why it is that.
I don't know.
Belly is sort of the magical spot for a lot of animals.
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, because the cows love their bellies and their chests rubbed, and dogs love it, and cats for the most part. Depends on the cat. I mean, they probably love it, but they think it's hilarious to also,
It's always a trap.
You're just instigating, Millie. You grouch, then Charlotte grouches. Mm-hmm. You grouch.
Pass along the grouch.
You're right. Pumpkin looks so miserable. Charlotte, she's just tortured.
The smelly of her pillow.
She's just mohawking randomly. Thank you, Kathy. They are definitely cozy.
Those eyelashes. Millie's got really beautiful eyelashes.
You do, Millie. All of them do. They've got like very long. And then Michael Corleone said, "For years I thought they were small pigs and never got bigger, and then I found out the truth." Yeah, these three are very small for full-grown pigs, but they're still like 100 pounds almost, around that.
Millie's 100.
Yeah, Millie's about 100.
Like 90. Jackie's leapt from bush to bush over there if you wanted to go see.
All right, I can go see her in a sec. Joy said, "I'd sleep right in the middle of those pigs." Yeah, it is so cozy. If you fall asleep in the middle of them, it is so hard to like get up. Like, and Charlotte doesn't like you to get up either.
Charlotte won't let you. I will say though, I have advice if you're sleeping next to a pig, always be the big spoon. And the reason is pigs are great about like not really moving that much when they sleep. Like they lay there, but occasionally they stretch out their legs and they will kick. And so you want to be the big spoon so that the legs stretch the other way. Otherwise, you might have a hoof in the stomach, you know. But they are some of the best cuddlers. I know.
Michael Corleone said, "Do you let them, or do they let you know when they have to go to the bathroom?" So
Yes.
a bizarre fact about pigs. Yes, they would let us know, but after dinner, like after they eat, they're pretty much just gonna sleep the rest of the night. I mean, we woke them up to give Millie her medicine.
And sometimes, you know, they wake up when we're out and about and hang out with us. But
Yeah, but like for the most part, they just sleep, and then the next morning is when they're ready to go out. Like, I don't know if they just have bladders of like tanks.
they have like tanks. Like it's pretty crazy.
Hey, Jackie, what are you doing? You playing in the tree? So this is, again, Jackie, our rescued one-eyed toad. So, oops, that's hard to get it in screen. I'll get Jackie in screen in all of them. But, yeah, it does look like they're smiling. They're super happy all the time. Do you want to come in, Fiona, or are you just laying out here? You're just going to lay there? Just ignoring this room?
They're like deep, peaceful breaths.
Yeah. Yeah, someone said we should dim the lights. Fortunately, that they don't mind. Like, they are...
We do turn them off. Like,
Yeah.
we have them on right now, but yeah, we do.
Like, unless they hear food, like, nothing... Yeah, the dogs can be in here. Like, Odin's in here, and Fiona's welcome to come in. Like, she doesn't... She kind of just wants to chill on... Do you have a toy under your head, Fiona? Fiona gets, like, a little grumpy at night. She's like a night grump. So is there any type of pig that is small? I mean, unfortunately, they keep trying to create pigs that are smaller, and so breeders will starve them. They will inbreed over and over again because that reduces the size over generations. So they do a lot of horrible things, but like naturally, there's not any pig that's, you know, gonna stay like what they label as teacup.
And if any breeder tells you, well, first of all, you should never get a pig from a breeder for several reasons. One, pigs stay together with their babies and their families for life in the wild, so it's like taking away like human child from like their mother. Like the mothers are devastated by that. Two, there are so many pigs that need homes. 90% of them are rehomed within the first year. So percentage-wise, like the dog overpopulation problem in shelters is nothing compared to pigs. Like it is just an astronomical like problem.
Oh, real quick, Nava said that they are a human pig. I just figured I should share that, but they are a human pig. And then Cheryl said that she's on our website, saw our wedding videos, and is not ashamed to say that they are teary-eyed. So sweet.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, if anyone wants to check out, if you go to lifewithpigs.com, there is our wedding video, and the animals were part of the ceremony.
Yes.
There were cows walk down the aisle, and were the best
Jenna.
cow and cow of honor. But sorry, to get back to
No, it's okay.
your pig mothers.
It's all about you and Jenna, you know? I'll let
I
you
just
know.
wanted to address
You just wanted
the
to,
elephant in the room, which is that people really just want to hear
you
about.
and Jenna walking down the aisle was like the main event of like the wedding, right?
I like it's pretty much why we got married, I think. So
You could walk Jenna down the aisle.
yes,
I mean, like there's part of me that thinks that maybe that, who knows?
you know.
What was I saying?
Hey,
Oh, yes. So you
Anchor.
should always adopt a pig. Breeders will sometimes try to keep pigs, or they'll tell you they're going to be small, and they'll tell you we'll just only feed them this little bit, and they'll stay small.
Hold on, you gotta hear this.
Hold on,
Uh,
we finished.
I'm sorry, it's too good. Well, first, Freakstar said cute pigs, and then Nava said, "This is too wholesome to troll. I'm out. Keep up the good work." That's awesome.
I like that. Oh, you're right. Okay, that was worth stopping for. Thank you. This is too awesome to roll. That's cute. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But yeah, breeders will say like, oh, like just feed them this little bit and they won't grow. Yes, pigs can get fat like if you feed them too much, but like their bone structure, their body structure is going to be like what it is. So it's basically like if you took a human child and you starved them and stunted their growth, like yes, they would maybe come out smaller, but not in a way that's like healthy or good for them. So pigs can get, wide.
Oh shoot. Sorry.
But they're going to be, structurally the size that they are. So don't believe anyone who says, "Oh, we just feed them a little bit." Yes, you can get pigs that are too fat, but they're not going to overall be 35 pounds just because you didn't overfeed them. It's almost like I don't know. I feel like it reminds me of like a sponge, where it's like, oh, just don't put too much water and the sponge won't expand too much. It's like that's not like how like the body works, like when you grow. So, sorry,
Yeah.
what were you gonna say?
I missed a bunch of comments on Instagram. I guess I got locked
Charlotte's
somewhere.
upset
But
with
B
you.
Steffi, if you're still on, hey. And Mo, hello. And Michael Corleone said, if I got a pig, I don't have fences. Should I put a pig on a leash? If so, so he or she doesn't leave the property. Yeah, I would say. I mean, if I would get fences,
Yes,
and be ready to like work on them until they stay in.
Yes, you will need good fences because they will figure out those fences. Yes.
But yeah, I would definitely do that. I mean, you can do a leash, and I used to take Charlotte and Pumpkin and Millie to Colonial Williamsburg for walks, and they would stay with me, and I'd take them off their leash. They were angels.
Yeah, it's not like dogs.
But
As long as there's grass, usually okay, and you can. Cheerios are universally loved by pigs everywhere. I've never met a pig who didn't like Cheerios, so just the regular plain ones.
yeah,
If you need to lure a pig somewhere, you can do that until you get your fence installed. But yeah, they don't typically just like run. I don't know ours. I can't say for sure. Like ours don't just like run off really. Like they kind of just want to go outside and eat grass. So.
yeah. And
yes, fences are going to be key.
And I think it's Asha said cute, and luxury estate investors did not invest in any brain power. MH says, hey, I'm Asian. Congratulations, I guess. I don't know what does one say to that. Thank you for sharing.
Sweet.
And Tom Bill says, isn't it smell? So I believe you were saying
Not
don't,
like your mom.
don't they smell? But yeah, no, they don't smell. Pigs, like, aside from like rare cases where they just, I can't even really remember like the last
Charlotte
time.
smells like maple syrup.
Yeah, Charlotte just smells like maple syrup. And yes, MH, the pigs definitely do come to cuddle with us.
Charlotte just came in.
Yeah, Charlotte laid down to be loved here. Hey, Lisa Marie.
She's on top of my foot right now. You can't see that.
It's like a good angle from here. I get like the Charlotte pumpkin
Well, that's why I had to
hue.
hold the camera because it's like you have a really good angle on their faces. But yeah, Charlotte's like laying like on me, like. So sleepy, these beauties. If I didn't get a mohawk, I wouldn't even know they were awake or flapping hippopotamus ears.
Dylan, so they're as big as they're gonna get. Like they're all 6 or years older.
Her mom.
So yeah, Charlotte is actually Pumpkin's baby. She was one of her last babies when we rescued her.
So this is what the family structure would look like Pumpkin's babies. Had she been allowed to stay with them, like they would have stayed together.
They
lived
would
together,
snuggle
like,
together
family,
for life.
Snuggled together, slept next to each other every night. So that's why buying pigs from a breeder, just one of the reasons why the reason I think it's most terrible is because you're separating a family that would not have separated, on their own. So yeah, it's very sad.
Hey, Salish, and MH. No, we are vegan. Everyone here is vegan, including the dogs. Thank you, Carol. She says, "Keep rolling in, folks. They need it. They rock." And then, hey, Fallon Marie, how's it going? Says they're so sweet. Tom, so if I had to pick which one smells more, it'd be dogs than pigs, but like I'd say that neither has like, I mean, there's like a wet dog smell, whereas there is no wet pig smell.
Not that you're biased or anything. Sorry, all these people talking about eating the pigs, like I just had this like super vision of like I can't even imagine eating them, so I just was like, nah. Imagining just like, like a kiss on her ear.
MH.
It's so weird, like.
Oh, Fallon Marie, we grade. Be vegan for the animals. MH says dogs should not be vegan. So definitely go do some research on that, and you'll find that other than like, the random veterinarian who doesn't know what the hell they're talking about.
But only anecdotal.
Yeah, it's anecdotal, but if you look at any of the studies, it shows that dogs on vegan diets are less likely to be at the vet.
The oldest dog in the Guinness Book of World Record lived to be 27 and lived on an entirely vegan diet. And then they had a sibling that lived to be 19 who was also vegan. So sled dogs do better on a vegan diet. They're able to have better performance. Not that I agree with using sled dogs for that manner, but that was one of the studies that they did to try to improve their performance. So yeah, every study that has been done shows that dogs are at least equal, if not in better health on a plant-based diet. So same with humans.
MH went and actually researched and said I guess you're right. So thank you for checking that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's true. Like, they say that about humans on vegan diets, like, oh, make sure they get a balanced diet. And so, you can be an Oreo cookie and diet pop vegan and, not,
I feel called out.
not be the healthiest on that. So, like it's, but we do like a V-Dog, which is like a balanced, dog food that's formulated to make sure.
I did a lot of research. It's one of like the most like standard kind of like well-known like vegan dog foods. And then I mean there's like Natural Balance, which is not they're not an all vegan brand, but they do have like a vegan, and they have a wet food too if you have a dog that's really picky, so that can be really helpful too. And then you can also do like home cooked diets, like that's something I've always wanted to do, but time-wise, it's always been a struggle. So I do, as the dogs are getting a little bit older, I do want to switch to doing like a partial home-cooked diet. And there's like books written by like dog nutritionists specifically about like how to make home-cooked diets. And so I would just mix it with, like the regular dog food just to make sure I think that they get everything. But
I was wondering,
ways to do it.
just out of curiosity, MH, and this is not to put you on the spot or anything, but have you ever been to like the actual slaughterhouses or the farms where they keep pigs? Because I mean, I think a lot of people imagine that there's a lot of farms that do it this different way, like where in reality, I think it is 96 or 7% of all pigs live on like factory farms, and the other 4% are not the pigs that anyone is, that's it's saying they don't like factory farmers actually eating. So, I mean, I think.
And I would say even for like that 3% of pigs
Yeah.
that aren't, like, I don't want to be murdered when I'm like a baby still, you know what I mean? Like pigs like grow to full size on farms at 6 months. Like they don't really they don't live a long life. Like I don't want to be killed. Like I want to live. My dog. Like I don't want anyone to kill my dog. Like that's.
Yeah, I mean, and that's always our second argument is, our animals are so well loved and like they love their life. It seems pretty hard to imagine that it's somehow kinder to kill them than a tortured pig.
Right.
I'd say that neither wants to live that way or die. Well, I think the pigs, Charlotte and Millie love their life, but.
Good is not a valid reason for saying that you should take their life. Like to them, to you, it's like a meal, and to them, it's literally their entire life that meant everything to them. And so, like, yeah, it's just I can't imagine personally saying that me enjoying the taste of something is more important than someone's entire life. So that's why I do not eat any animal products at all because I just want everyone to be able to live and be happy. Right,
Oh,
Charlotte? Oh,
and we do
snuggles.
have puppies as well,
Snuggles.
Nancy. Nope, they do not smell bad, Benjamin. That seems to be a popular thing to wonder
She smells
tonight.
like maple syrup. If you don't like maple syrup, then you may not like Charlotte's got a faint whiff.
MHS, what do we think about people in the Arctic that hunt for seals and such? So, I mean, well, let me
You are
answer.
not. You are not them.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think, the first
Totally
thing.
irrelevant to anyone who's on here.
First thing would be, usually people think of that as like a way to try to sort of justify eating
Right.
animals. But I mean,
You are not in the Arctic.
I would say, that I think the ideal would be someday everyone has access to, a way to not cause harm, because I don't think, wanting to cause harm is necessarily a good attribute, even if it's one that has been instilled in humans over, many, many years. But I mean, we can always go back to civilizations where there was horrendous things done that were just normal.
Right.
So I would say,
Not that long ago, if I had been born, I wouldn't be able to vote, and I would be considered your property.
yeah.
So, times we learn as we go about better things. But yeah, anyone watching this is not living in the Arctic hunting seals. So I think, like, for me, I'm much more concerned about the people who are living in America.
No,
on
and
the
MH,
side-
just relax. MH wasn't trying to be
No,
rude,
I know,
I
just
knew
think it's
that.
funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, I just,
But yeah, no, we often get, like, what about people in, the
Right.
Unexplored tribes of, the Amazon?
Yeah. No, to be clear, I was not upset by that question. It's a
They'll be like, isn't it rude that you're advocating for this thing? And so it's always, an interesting comment, since I always assume the people in the Amazon are not watching. If they're watching me and going, I really want advice on how to live my life, they're probably not the unexplored, or what is it?
Uncontacted.
Yeah, uncontacted tribe. Is it cold over there? Right now outside, I think it's like in the like 40s or 50s, but during the day it's 60. Yeah, and I mean the hope is, like, unfortunately most of the world's grain is fed to, farm animals to feed the wealthy nations of the world, while, a lot of countries starve and their people starve because the amount of space and, percentage of the planet used to grow, sort of the things that people consider, their birthright, stuff like
And all the
bacon
water,
and
so much
beef.
water usage, like,
Yeah.
comes from it. It's just, yeah, it could be a much, much healthier place for everybody. Sorry, I'm just looking at that. For like, look at these little feet. Look how cute the feet are. Like, pigs just have the cutest little feet. Look at that.
Hey, Bumpy.
Thank you for letting me hold your hand, hold your hoof.
Hi, sweet girl. Yeah, I used to, Charlotte and I actually, for a while, went on college campus tours, and would go watch this movie called The Last Pig. And it was about a small scale pig farmer in New York who really wanted to do things, the quote unquote right way. And, I think his conclusion was, every time he looked in a pig's eyes, there was someone looking back at him. And he was basically haunted by the ghosts of all the pigs that he had sent to slaughter over the years, even though, he treated them really well. He made sure they had space. He dug them like water pits and stuff so they could roll in the mud. He did everything that he felt like was right. We are in Williamsburg, Virginia. But and he still concluded he just couldn't do it anymore, and so he tried to get as many to sanctuaries as he could. And at this point he is vegan, but
Yeah. And I feel like, if I asked any single person who's watching this, like, do you want to hurt animals? Like, do you like hurting animals? Is that something you think is good? Do you want to do that? I can't imagine a single person, would say yes. I love hurting animals. I think it's great. So I think it's a matter of, like, looking at, okay, like, do my actions align with that? Because I can completely choose not to pay for people to, hurt animals and slaughter them and all of that. So, I grew up eating meat. Like, I, like, went vegetarian when I was like maybe like 21. Still ate, eggs and dairy for, years. So I ate fish. I went kind of back and forth between pescatarian. So I understand the lack of just how normal, it is to do that. Absolutely. So I only say that as someone who had those realizations like myself, like on my journey, where I was like, oh, like this is causing harm to animals, and I love animals, and I tell everyone I love animals, and like I just don't want to participate in that at all anymore. And so, yeah.
And Asha said how peacefully they're sleeping, and Cheryl said, I now wouldn't even think of eating animals. And uh, and Derek said, just saying, if you passed away, the pigs would eat your corpse. They've actually done sort of like a scientific analysis of that, and the animal most likely to eat you, I believe, was the cat, and then the dog. Pigs were much lower on the list.
I'm just putting myself out
Yeah,
there
like
for
we
options.
sleep
I just
next to
want you to
them.
know.
They never have once woke me up trying to chew on my body. My kids have slept
Even
next
when
to
they were
them.
hungry.
Mallory has
Even
slept
when they
next
were
to
hungry.
them. Yeah.
I mean, if they were starving, like if we died and they were like stuck in here, like I mean, honestly, I'd probably eat you, like like you. I mean, Ryan, like like sorry, like I don't know. It'd be really weird to eat someone that you know. But I'm just saying, like the Donner Party and stuff, like that stuff. Like we're talking like extreme situations. Like
Yeah, I mean, humans
want
eat
them
each
to
other
eat me.
in rare cases.
I
So.
would want them to eat me if we died and they were like trapped and starving. Like so, But
Buster Sugar Annie said, admire and love you all. Can you give me some suggestions for what you have for Thanksgiving dinner? Desperately want to be vegan and hate what's going on in the factory farms. Definitely. I mean, there's like if you're near a Trader Joe's, they often have like it's like a, what do you call that? Like a roast that is,
field roast. Yeah.
well, there's a vegan roast at Trader Joe's too, and the field roast
Field
is
roast
vegan.
common. It's a
And
brand.
then Gardein has one that most Walmarts even carry now.
If you're looking to replace like the roast.
I like Gardein the best. Like that's my
I
favorite.
like field roast.
Okay. Yeah, everyone's got different favorites, but they're all really good. I mean, I don't know if anyone else is like me, but like I was always grossed out by turkey on Thanksgiving. Like it never seemed really cooked. And then I read about how like the solution that turkeys are like stored in, I think they call it like a brine solution, but it ends up being mostly like pee and poop because when they're cut, they're not always cut right. So yeah, so it just grossed me out anyway. So I think, wanting to keep that in mind. But then the
Potatoes can easily be.
bizarrely enough, the pork stovetop stuffing,
If you're like lazy.
if you're lazy, like, well, we are, but the pork one is actually vegan. Like the rest of them for some reason aren't, but the pork one has no
Stovetop stuffing pork.
pork only.
I don't look at that.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes can easily be made vegan. I mean, you can use, other types of milk, like almond milk or whatever. And then, like, the butter. I mean, it's so funny because I realized the butter growing up that we used wasn't even, like,
Yeah.
it's like the canola oil or whatever. But, yeah, so there's, like, tons of butters that aren't even, really that. So,
But yeah, and the I was gonna say the mushroom gravy that they sell, like it's like the Campbell's one, I think, at Walmart. It's in the can. It is vegan. I mean, you can check the ingredients and whatnot, but yeah. So there's definitely a lot of options that are either already vegan.
and I know like the Farm Sanctuary site, I believe, and I'm sure the PETA site has like recipes and stuff for Thanksgiving. Especially around this time of year for stuff you can make if you're like not like us and you want to just make something really quick. If you want to like do the very like cooking and making.
Thank you, B.
stuff.
Steffi. Yeah, so I mean,
Pumpkin
there's
pie. The best pumpkin pie I ever had was vegan. That was like right when I first went vegan. For some reason, vegan desserts like I really noticed like initially like were like way better. Like so I don't know, pumpkin pie. I can.
yeah, and I mean the nice thing about desserts is it's really just fat and sugar. So you just take a vegan fat and sugar, and you end up okay. There's really no way to do that wrong, but yeah, I mean, and I was gonna.
No, pumpkin pie.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's very easy to end up with like more than enough food that seems very familiar. I mean, there's like vegan mac and cheese that Walmart now has its own brand of vegan mac and cheese, and it's actually great and like only like $2.99 for the box, at least here. But otherwise, there's a few other.
I don't like that
No, the ones that are the creamy ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Walmart has their Better Goods brand.
We should live stream feeding the turkey.
Oh, and Freakstar said, are they boys or girls? All of them are girls here. Odin is a boy. In fact, Odin is one of the very few boys at the sanctuary. We have like 20 some animals, and there are 4 boys? 5 boys.
Sam, Odin.
Oh, 6 boys. Yeah, so there's more, there are higher percentages than I once thought. And then someone asked us to pet the bellies.
I'm petting a belly right here.
Yeah, they love being pet in the belly. They'll just get like a mohawk and roll over usually. And Tom Bill said, why don't you read my question? What was your question? Is there a small size one? So no, by and large, yeah, they are small ones.
If anyone tells you just to feed them a little bit and they don't stay small,
yeah,
that is stunting their growth and starving them. So that is not true.
And yes, pigs are mammals. Pigs, have hair on their body. They give birth to live babies.
But are they in ROUS? ROUS looks more like a pig to me than.
Yeah, they do. You're right.
Or rodents, but.
Oh.
Look at these cheeks. These are acorn storing cheeks right here.
And B Steffi, yes, they at Walmart they have their own vegan cheese brand. They have a vegan mac and cheese. Like they seem to be constantly. Yeah, Walmart seems to be ahead of everyone else when it comes to it.
But Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Earth Fare, depending on like where you are, like in the world, like those are some stores that tend to have.
Hello, or hey Aziz Akenda.
But to the person who was saying they desperately want to be vegan and we're asking, feel free to message us if you have any questions.
Yeah, definitely.
We will love to help you figure it out.
Didn't we do like a whole video on vegan Thanksgiving once?
But when I watched it, I realized I'm like, we're so lazy. Like
we are.
It's like boxed food. It's all like it's not healthy. Like it's like not processed. I mean, it's all just like processed food from like boxes at the store. So I was like, I feel like maybe we do some like Martha Stewart stuff where we like make something that's like not just like you take this box.
Yeah. Yes, they do. Pumpkin has like on her belly many a nipple from when she had babies when she was a breeder pig. Sorry, Pumpkin. Freakstar said, when you all had a pig, was it aggressive? So Pumpkin was very angry when I met her because she had been used by humans to have babies and then had her babies taken from her and sold. And so she was not happy with humans. And it just took a while for her to learn to trust us. She figured out that her baby Charlotte there was going to stay with her forever. Charlotte was just a little baby at the time. And I would just kiss her on the nose every day, and she would try to bite my face. And then she eventually just gave up and jumped up on the couch and snuggled in our laps, and all was well. So.
And now she's the nicest pig in the whole world, objectively. Objectively the nicest pig.
I wish it would translate into English, but one person said, my cat woke me up. It's 5 a.m. So the pigs wake me up usually bright and early, too. They bang on the gate over here to let me know.
Like, if people want to make comparisons between cats and dogs, cows and dogs are, like, so close. Like, there's no other personality of any animal that's as close to a dog as a cow. I think pigs and cats, like, have a lot of similarities, too, where there's that, like, wake you up, knock stuff over, like,
Yeah, I mean, and Derek is not giving up on his pigs will eat you thing. So the only time domesticated pigs have ever ate humans is when farmers who've abused them die in their pens and then they are left starving. Those are the only cases I've ever actually heard of where pigs would do that. And they're just so abused, like, in factory farms, like.
People eat pigs, so like they deserve it. I hope that pigs eat people. Like I hope that pigs eat farmers because they deserve it. Like
you heard it here first, folks. Do they bite? They have tusks, but for the most part,
for the Charlotte's upset
yes.
At the accusation.
And Jackass Chicago says they eat snakes because they have nothing better to do than say stupid things. Hey, Bumpy.
I keep asking Charlotte to eat me, and she's just wrong.
Charlotte, why won't you try?
Just take a nibble. Take a nibble. Let me know what you think, Pumpy. You want a nibble? You seem like you were sniffing.
Hey, they're beautiful.
I don't know, right by her mouth.
It's dangerous. But yes, pigs will definitely get bigger. They do have teeth. You can lay down, or you coming over here?
If they would.
You kiddo. What you doing? Here, Pumpkin wants me to say hi, and we should probably
Pumpkin
get
really
off
wants
'cause we're
love.
running out of battery.
Oh yeah.
What? I don't have anything for you, Shar. Hi.
You have your
sneaky.
body. You have your
I
body.
got you. That's true.
Sorry, I can't help it. I think I'm funny.
Grouchy. Mwah.
Pumpkin's just wanting to be loved this whole time.
I love you. Sweet
I agree. Sorry, I'm gonna say this wrong. Akiwo. I agree completely. They are not food.
You smell good, Pumpkin. I know you smell good. You always smell like.
Well, we actually don't have pet pigs, so that's okay. They live here at our sanctuary, and they let us live in their house, so which I find pretty nice of them. We are called Life with Pigs, so.
You're so sweet, Pumpers. You have some
Pumpkin is kind enough to. She's the matriarch, so she lets us stay.
You show everybody your teeth real quick. They're asking about them.
Her little baby tusks. It's hard to see all the camera.
Hard. I can show Pumpkins maybe easier.
They're trying to nap. I'm messing with
That's
them.
how easygoing.
I
they
know.
are.
They're like a little
If
baby
I did that
tusks.
to Odin, he'd rip my hand
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, so they actually they just come in the evening when they want to. They let us know when they want to come inside. They eat dinner and then they just go to sleep. So they go outside in the morning and they go to the bathroom. So they definitely would let us know, but they have like pretty strong bladders, I would say.
All right, guys, I've set you free. You are free to go. Leave at your will, Charlotte, Pumpkin, and Millie.
Run
Jenna.
free.
Here, I'll show everybody Jenna before we go.
All right, hold on. I gotta.
We're gonna get off right now.
Huh?
I was gonna get off after this.
Okay, well.
But this is Jenna over here. Yeah, you're Jenna. Thank you for looking over right when I say your name. But yeah, so she lays here because she wants to be as close to us as she can be. And so our living room window is right here. And she can hear what we're doing and occasionally stare in the window at us. But she goes over to our kitchen window for her carrot drive-through so she can stick her big old head through to get carrots. Where's your Maisie at, kid? She's got some other cow buddies around here somewhere.
I feel like we should put up that one comment that we got earlier as like a sticky, like on YouTube, that where the person came to said, "This is too wholesome to troll.
Yeah.
Have a good night. I'm out."
Yeah, that was
I'm gonna
really.
put that up there. You're like, you're gonna feel bad about it.
But yeah, so just a reminder, Jenna's book is available at lifewithpigs.com.
And the 2025 calendar.
2025
has
calendar,
everything in it.
our Christmas book. So definitely go to lifewithpigs.com and you can donate. We are run 100% on
You can
donations.
sponsor any of them all.
You can sponsor these beautiful girls. And Pumpkin did just have a birthday. Jenna just had a birthday. Yeah, Jenna turned
Charlotte's
6.
about to have a birthday.
Charlotte is almost going to be 7 or 8. Do we figure that out yet?
Okay, we need to go back and do some math. Like, I'm all discombobulated on their ages right now.
Well,
I feel really bad about it.
Derek, cars are dangerous. And so unless you don't drive a car, I'm assuming that your statement that, even friendly pigs can be dangerous, like even friendly humans can become dangerous. So,
That's true.
like everything has the potential to be dangerous in the wrong situation. So we have 3 pigs and then many, many other animals.
Maybe we should do like a donation drive where as long as people keep donating, I keep offering myself to the pigs to be eaten.
Yes.
For as long as donations come, I am available and we'll see if they eat me.
Sounds good. We need to do another. This time you can sleep on the manure pile if we don't reach. If we don't.
That was not my idea.
If we don't reach a certain amount, I'm offering you up.
No, you sleeping on the manure pile for donations was all you.
Well, it's
feel
funny.
No obligation.
The first time, the very person that made sure that we raised enough money so I wouldn't have to sleep on the manure pile, then suggested we do one where if we make enough money, I do have to, and they made sure we made it.
Because she wanted to, but she felt bad because she was like, "Oh, she didn't want it." But then she was like, then she felt like it was a good thing because she got to donate for it.
You gotta go outside, Odin. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us, and
Putting up with when I think I'm funny.
yeah, we appreciate all the questions. We appreciate everyone who called themselves out for being an idiot by making jokes about eating pigs and stuff.
And if you would like any help or advice or have questions about going vegan, we are so happy to help you.
Derek said trying to eating in your sleep. I appreciate that. That is actually funny.
Derek said what?
Derek said try not to get eaten in your sleep. That's good. That's a good finish. I like that.
You know what? You should check in every day. And
Yeah. See if we're here tomorrow. If there's only one of us, and I act really strange about where Mallory went or vice versa.
Mallory's on vacation for
Yeah.
a while, then you just see like a foot or something.
Yeah,
around,
so-
you know, like he's kicking it under the couch, like, then you'll know.
So, all right. Well, thank you, everybody. We had fun. Hopefully you did too, and we'll be back.